Korea versus China. The plate final for the men's coming to the conclusion of 2 days of sevens here, and the fans, well, they've loved it, and they've had the Korean woman here as well to support. They look like world beaters yesterday, South Korea. So did China.
Well, I'm going Korea on this one. They seem to have a little bit more energy and intensity earlier today. China have had some big, hard physical games. Here's a lineup for Korea. Look out for Jang and Kim and Jeong. They can all play, as can Han Kun-kyu. And China, well, they're pretty big physically. Some of them are over 6'4" or 5. Shan, Feng, Lee and Ma Chong is one of the leading try scorers. This should be a very close, tight game.
Matt Roddins, the official from Hong Kong, gets the plate final. Third and fourth playoff. Valuable points up for offer. They want to stay in the hunt when we get to Colombo for the third leg and make a contest of it. So the series is still open. Ma Chong gets it up nice and high and sets a target for his chasers, and the big man Gao here comes South Korea. They'll be gutted after that earlier loss to Sri Lanka in their semi-finals. Here comes Jang Song-min, local favourite, local celebrity. Here's Jeong, the gas man. Calls Kim Hyun-soo back on the inside. Matt Rodden, referee's got his arm out for some advantage. Lee Jae-bok back to Jang Song-min, off the left, off the right. Hooks up with Kim Jong-min. Can he go all the way? He's been tipped. Can he reach out? Yes, he can. What a crowd pleaser that is. Put it down to Jang Song-min, but Kim Jong-min finishes off. Good opening passage by South Korea.
Well, he's feeling the pinch, and so he should. He had to stretch out that extra metre. Wasn't a double movement. Isn't he a great player, Jiang Xiaoming? Number 3, the big strapping forward. God, he's got some pace and power. And backing up. Well, that's off to a good start for Korea.
Lee Jae-bok with the extras.
Here it is, look at this. Big, lovely offload ball, and he had a lot of work to do. Kim Jong-min gets that one, scrambles, bang, reaches out. Great effort. Had the sense of mind to reach out over the line.
So Korea 7, China 0. Beautifully taken on the fingertips by Lee. Swings it round and comes back at Korea. There's a mistake, the arm's out. Ma Chong clashes with Jang Song-min, but another chance now for Korea early in this first half of the plate final. To another chance at points.
So this will be interesting. The big boys wanting to see who can dominate their opposite number in this scrum. It's a great opportunity for South Korea. Midfield just outside the 22.
Arm goes up from Matt Rodden. Something illegal at that scrum. Here goes Han. It's been impressive. Gets the legs going, busts out a 1 into the 22. Lee tries to hold him up, but the gap, the damage has been done. It goes wide. Kim Hyun-soo in for try number 2. Tries to dance around in the dead ball area. Put that down to Han, the big man. Got their tails up, Korea.
And so have the ground announcers. I can assure you, a little bit more passion in their voice than as Lee J. Bok goes back for the conversion. Again, An Kun Kyu. They got the penalty from the scrum, and then it was a simple hands. Nice try.
That sort of form deserted them in their semi-final against Sri Lanka. It disappeared from day one. They could only muster a couple of tries against Sri Lanka's 26 they posted, and suddenly they found it with 2 quick tries. Kim Hyun-soo, 5 tries this tournament.
Here it
Let's have a look here.
From the back of the ruck, Kim Nam-uk, and just a run around simple Kim Hyun-soo, but it was all done at the scrum and from the restart.
Han had done the damage, and there's Han now chasing that restart. He's key to Johnny Walters' forward efforts, and there's Jang Song Min going in with the big lazy arm over the top, and good work on the ground from Kim Jong Min, the try scorer. He's got 3 or 4 Chinese just getting over the top of him there. Matt Rodden doesn't like it.
He came in from the side ever so slightly, and his hand in the ruck. Lee Dengi.
The Korean Rugby Union officials sitting to the left of us, enjoying this a lot. It may only be the plate, but a bit of a local rivalry with China, North Asian neighbours.
Well, 11 training centres does China have throughout China for men's and women's sevens, such as the impact of sevens to the detriment of 15-a-side, unfortunately.
Lee Jo Bok gets it in. Jang Mun gives it back to Lee. Crabbing across the field goes Kim. Look at the straight hard running from Kim Hyun-soo again. He's in for number 2, straight from the line out. And the crowd has been treated here. South Korea are playing to their potential again.
This is more like it. This is how they were playing yesterday. We didn't see that this morning in the semi-final. I don't know what they had for breakfast, but they really are turning it on now. And Kim Hyun-soo is getting plenty of support from the crowd. The lovely ball just draws in, off, and good straight hard running behind the posts. Try.
China haven't done a lot wrong so far, but they're just facing a fired up team bolstered by their home support, and probably given a proper rev up by Coach Walters after that loss to Sri Lanka. Here come China though, their first real chance with a bit of ball. Here's the big man Chen, goes in high. There's a couple of Koreans lying all over that ball. Yep, the arm goes out. This is Chan, he's scored 5 so far. He's been a danger man today. And coming back for the penalty is referee Rodden. Quickly taken, way off the mark, but Rodden's happy with that. Here's Ma Chong. What can he do? Sets it up back in midfield, taken round the ankle by Jeong. Counter rucking's good from Han. Here comes Ma Chong. Take a bit of brilliance from him to unlock this Korean effort.
Forward.
It's not called. Wang is going to go over in the corner for, is he over? Did he get it down? Matt Rodden's going to have a word with his assistant over there.
He didn't.
It's been held up. And that is a brilliant bit of defence to end this ferocious first half by South Korea. Let's have a look here.
Lovely. You thought for money that Wang got that down and got it in, but it was turned over. You just can't see who it is.
It's Jeong 7.
And lovely play right on half time. That gives a nice buffer to Korea.
And the next game between Japan and China will start tomorrow 1 p.m.
17-0 they lead, Korea at half time. As you say, Grant, China haven't really done much wrong. They just haven't had their hands on the ball much. A couple of mistakes, 2 penalties, and Korea have capitalised on those. They haven't really got out of their half, the Chinese team.
Johnny Walters, the coach, saying this morning his biggest fear, the first game on day 2 during his reign at the Hong Kong Sevens, the repechauges, and also at a tournament in Italy they went to, and now this tournament. First game on day 2 is their bogey game, and he is down there. You can see him shaking the finger, him and Johnny Gillette, S&C translator, through probably Andre Colquillard there, the very good English speaker. But you can see the conditioning that Johnny Gillette's brought to this China squad, and 17-0. It's going to take some effort from China to come back from that. They've been ambushed in that first half. And just a shame Korea couldn't bring that to the earlier semi-final against Sri Lanka. Top marks to Sri Lanka. Their defence was outstanding. China, well, their semi-final was disastrous. 27-0. They got dotted by Hong Kong after a big day one. Colquillard goes up. This big athlete, can he put away Kim Namuk? He does. And that's exactly what Johnny Walters would have wanted. Straight from the kickoff, Colquillard flies high. And they're in for try number 4. Superb.
Superb indeed. Kim Namuk. What a restart by South Korea. And Colquillard, the South African Korean, getting up. Big, tall, strapping lad. He couldn't ask for a better restart.
Lee Jai Bok now to add the extras. The 15-a-side fullback, and he's shanked that one. 22-0.
Look at this, up and over the top. Thank you very much. No one's got him. Now they come to him, and he just draws 2 defenders. And Kim Namuk races in behind the post. Easy, put that down a bit close to the dead ball line for any coach's liking. That's cutting it a bit fine.
Always under control. Kim Namuk, try scorer, puts up another beauty. This time Han takes it down and drags a couple along with him. This is Korea at their finest. Here's Jeong, goes for the quick hands. Out it comes to Kim Hyun-soo. Doubling around again, the try scorer, Kim Namuk. But he puts a foot out, and holy moly, when they get going.
Well, he looked like he injured himself there. Kim Namuk, who's just trotting back in, and good cover awareness by him. Look at this, just couldn't get the ball away. His foot went into touch. Unawares exactly where that sideline is. Now, China got to get out of here.
Big man Gao goes up, and he turns and faces the Koreans and puts his head down and gets a valuable 10 or 15 metres. Looking wide, here's Ma Chong. Puts on some footwork, there he goes, he breaks the first line. Links up with this big man, look at the speed of Chen Yongchang as he blasts away, and the much faster Jong Lee Jai Bok didn't close the gap at all, and Ma Chong again unlocks this Korean defence to get China on the board finally.
Oh, Chen Yongchang, what a big run that was. But Ma Chong, one of the leading try scorers in the series. A great reply by China to get their first points on the board. If you're watching China play for the first time, the improvements were all to see. Big, strong and fit. They can play. It's the 3rd and 4th playoff. Here it is, look at this, Ma Chong, lovely ball, and look at that. And you love seeing big men score. Zips away from the post a little, gets the ball down. Well, he deserves a break. I was tired watching it.
So the kick's away, so China 5, Korea 22, and good measure of applause from this local crowd for that Chinese try. But they've made a mistake at the restart, has Ma, and that doesn't help the cause when you don't go the 10. Back now on the dot is Lee Seong-bae. Gao gets his hand in the way there. Not sure he meant to bat that down. He was putting his arm around for a tackle, but these things could go either way.
Yes, I wouldn't say deliberate.
Here goes Lee again. He's come on. He's got lots of juice in those legs of his. Like a coiled spring. It's all a bit untidy there right now, and Matt Rodden just says, whatever, let's just play on. Yu with the shot, number 4, coming in there. Tries to put a big hit on. Now Luda drops it, puts it down, picks it up, goes again. There's Koreans all over the place, and
they got the penalty.
Feng getting a bit angry there, and he'll be carded for that. There'll be a yellow dished out there for Yu. You can't get in the road, but that's good work from Feng, just running at the offside player.
Unfortunate from Yu. You can see here he hasn't gone back to 10 metres to start with, and not very happy, Chang Shun, nor should he be. They got a chance now.
Bit clumsy. Now with that's offside, so it's gone forward into the hands, and they've messed that up. They need to score with Korea down to 6 for a couple of minutes. Here goes Kolkolad. Jong, the gas man, looking not so quick today, but he steps inside Feng, and Jong finally gets his name on the board in this game. Jong Yon Sik hasn't really been able to open the legs up this weekend, and off the left foot there, under the posts.
Well, as you point out, it's his 8th try this series. We haven't seen much of him last couple of days, but Jong Yon Sik, when you give him a bit of room and space, he can go. That's actually a great reply from Korea after their fellow player Yu Jung Hong got yellow carded for a bit of cynical play off the penalty. Look at that, just draw the man, but he had a bit of work to do. He came in, and then perhaps a little bit of obstruction there on the cover defence off the left foot, coming in too early, and another China player runs into the back of another Korean player, but around behind the points.
Here we go with time just about up on the clock. Jang Song Min's had a relatively quiet final, plate final. It's 29 points to 5 now. It's a runaway victory. China now forcing the issue. Nothing's going right, and they managed to nearly bundle them across touch over there. 30 seconds remaining in this match. Here come the Chinese, swinging it from side to side. Ma Chong's out here waiting for a pass from the big man Gao. Gets the big legs pumping. Ma comes in looking for work. He's been well marked out there. Zhong this time that takes him down. Arm is out for China. Quick tap and go by Feng. Steps off the right, steps off the left. Kolkolad won't get him, and it's China who's going to end this game with the final save, but it's a consolation try. The South Koreans have comfortably beaten China here, scoring 5 tries to 2 to take out the plate of the Korea Sevens.
Feng Wenru, there he is. No, sorry, that's Chong Ma, of course. Ma Chong. But great way to finish Feng. It just shows you the potential of this Chinese team, and they get the conversion. So a nice way to finish for China, but it was all Korea who took all their chances pretty well. And the home crowd are delighted with their efforts. As the two teams shake hands, and Korea, the 3rd and 4th playoff,